Hello, preschoolers and kindergartners. I have a question for you. Have you ever had something really sad happen, and then on the same day something really happy happen? Doesn't happen often, does it? Today's Big God story, though, has something to do with something really sad and really happy happening on the same day. You ready to get started? Who have we been talking about? We've been talking about Jesus and his ministry on earth, right? Well, in this part of the Big God story, we're talking about Jesus and some of his friends. Jesus had a friend named Lazarus. And Jesus and Lazarus were friends. Lazarus had two sisters named Mary and Martha, and they were also friends of Jesus. Jesus and these three were very, very close. But then something happened in the story. Lazarus got sick. He was very, very sick. But Mary and Martha, they were friends with Jesus. They knew Jesus could heal people. But Jesus wasn't there when Lazarus was sick. He was away. He was far, far away. So Mary and Martha get a message to Jesus and they say, "Lord, our brother is very sick. Please come to where he is." They said this because they really were hoping that Jesus could heal Lazarus. But 4 days went by and Lazarus died. 4 days went by and Jesus comes to Mary and Martha. And they say to Jesus, "Lord, if you had been here, our brother would not have died." They were crying. They loved Lazarus so much. And you know what? Jesus started crying too. He missed Lazarus. He was heartbroken to see how sad Mary and Martha were. Well, Lazarus had been put into a tomb. You guys know what a tomb is. A tomb is a cave with a rock rolled in front of it. Well, Jesus went over to this tomb and he did something incredible. He stood in front of the tomb and he called out, "Lazarus, come out." Do you guys want to say that with me? Here we go. Lazarus, come out. Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. He was wrapped up in cloths, and all of a sudden, out of the tomb comes somebody wrapped in cloths. Who do you think it was? It was Lazarus. Jesus had given Lazarus life. He had brought him back from the dead. Everyone was so happy to see him, to hug him, to hold him. And everyone there, because it wasn't just Mary and Martha, there was a crowd of people. Everyone there who saw it knew that Jesus was very special. They knew that Jesus was God and they believed in Jesus. It tells us in the Bible that many people believed in Jesus because of that miracle. Do you know what Jesus says? Jesus says, "I bring life. Even though you may be dead, you have life in me." And Jesus does that everywhere he goes in the Big God story. He brings life and healing to people on the inside and on the outside. And this story reminds us that Jesus gives life. And this story reminds us that we can go to Jesus and we can ask for things with confidence, knowing that Jesus will give us those things. Knowing that Jesus will always give us good things, things that will make us stronger, things that will make us trust him. And eventually, one day we will all be together with Jesus forever. I hope you guys have some great discussion with your family this morning about how Jesus gives life. Maybe you can discuss some things that you guys can ask for Jesus as a family. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.